Let's be real. There really isn't much more motivation to improve your skill level as quick as possible when you have that threat of getting punched in the face. I mean, that makes you want to get good really fast. So today we're going to talk about some ways to improve your skill level quickly for combat sports. First thing to talk about in this video is my Strike Ready apparel is now available for purchase. Check out the back there. You got me throwing a flying knee. We got the Strike Ready tank top jersey, just fantastic. I love the material, very light, very breezy, but man, the shorts, this is so amazing. I swear I could grab this and pull as hard as I can 100 times, and it is so durable through here, almost this mesh. We got the Strike Ready writing here, and then the logo plastered all over the side of the jersey, down through the shorts, and of course, one right on the side there. There's a special price right now. When you get both together, head over. I'm gonna throw a link up there and one down below, and you can grab your own Strike Ready Gabriel Varga gear, which is available for a limited time right now. Now we want to improve. We always want to improve when we're doing something, but like I said, when it's a striking sport and you get hit in the face once or twice, you're going, wow, now I really want to get good fast. And the very first way that you can go about bumping that skill level is to see yourself working. How are you going to go about doing that? Well, many people are going to put their camera or their phone off to the side and they're going to record themselves. That's great. I've never done that myself. Never recorded myself and gone back and watched it to see what I'm doing wrong. But as an alternative, I have always trained and watched myself in the mirror. And it almost probably looks a little bit vain, but as I'm doing my shadow boxing, if I'm looking this, if I'm moving this direction, throwing my shots, a lot of times my eyes are over here and I'm looking to see what I'm doing. When I square up, now I can watch my defense. I can see exactly what mistakes I might be making. And it's just something that allows you to recognize mistakes you might be making, which you would not realize without either the camera on you or seeing yourself in the mirror. Like, it's wild how many times I'll say to somebody, as you jab, you're pulling your hand too far back, or you're dropping your hand, or your chin's rising up. And they're like, no. I'm like, yeah, you absolutely are doing that. So when you look at yourself, you can really dial in and see exactly what's happening, not what you think is happening. The next way to bump that skill level is to work on perfecting the technique. But when you throw very fast, a lot of time you're not going to be able to go, oh, how is my technique? Maybe, as we just said, if you recorded it, you could play it back in half speed or quarter speed to really see what's happening. But I prefer just standing and going real slow. When you can throw things really slow, you can really get a sense for how good your technique is and dial in what you want it to look like when you start going fast. But if you're throwing slow and it's not crispy, beautiful technique, it's definitely not going to look like that when you throw fast. So take some time, especially at the beginning of a session while you're loosening up your body. Just boom, boom, boom. Just something like that. And when you do that, your skill level is going to jump so much because you're taking that time to slow things down and work on really engaging the proper technique. And it doesn't matter if it's striking sports or even, let's say, weightlifting. If you're going for max weights, you're doing something where you grab the bar and you lift and you snatch it up here. If you don't have the right technique, your lift is not going to be nearly as explosive and powerful as if you do it right. Well, same thing on fighting techniques. If I throw my round kick and I'm doing everything wrong, the power is going to lack. So learning to really engage everything correctly is going to help you not only keep yourself safer, but improve the power. The next very easy way to bump your skill level and get better than everybody else around you is to put in extra time. So when a class finishes, and I've noticed many classes are usually only an hour, maybe an hour and a half if you're lucky. We used to do 2-hour classes. So we had a lot of time to work our skills. But if you have these short classes, do a little extra. Do an extra 5 minutes by yourself at the end. Or get there 5 minutes early and work on that slow technique. Or when you're at home and you're just killing some time, get in there and just blast off some shots. Just work on things. Of course, putting in extra time is going to improve your skills. And it doesn't need to be like, oh, I'm blocking off a whole extra hour 3 times a week, and this is just taking up so much of my free time. No, it doesn't need to be like that. 5 extra minutes after, before class. Few minutes here and there throughout the day where you just focus on something you're wanting to improve upon. All of that is going to help you so much. If you take these 3 things, even though they're very basic, and you start implementing them into your life, yes, your skill level will bump. And that is all you need to do. Let's call it there, guys. Thanks for joining. I will see you back here soon for another video.